But if you just pay attention for that moment, when you ask, what am I? What is this? You look for it and then just stay there. Welcome to this daily guided meditation practice. This is the Attentive Mind. My name is Nathan, and I'll be guiding you through this meditation practice today. All right, find yourself a seated position. Any position works. The goal here really is to find a spot in a position that is comfortable and one where you can stay awake. So an upright seated position is preferable. However, you can lie down if you need to. You can be sitting in a chair. Just find what works for you. This is also an open eye meditation practice. We're not hiding. We're not leaving the big bad world and going inside and finding some peace, finding our secret oasis. Instead, we're becoming extraordinarily clear and aware of what already is. When you close your eyes during meditation, it can produce this attitude of, I need my time. And I can only meditate when my eyes are closed and I am in a nice, quiet place. That is just not the truth. Meditation never ends. So we keep our eyes open to have the insights of meditation be more available to us in our day-to-day. It's also great because when we are thinking, we don't see the floor. When we're lost in thought, we lose our eyes. And we all know this from daydreaming. When you're daydreaming, you're staring at something. When you're lost in thought, but you're not seeing. So when we notice we're not seeing the floor, we can tell that we are thinking, that we are lost in thought. So we keep our eyes open. However, if you've learned to close your eyes during a meditation practice, feel free to do so. There are no hindrances here. Only if your eyes are open, go ahead and just drop them below you. Leave the screen alone. We look at them far too much anyway. Just drop them below on the floor, the desk, whatever it is. We're not staring or analyzing, but we're also not blurry and buzzed. We just have a nice, light, clear gaze directed downward. You have a nice seated and comfortable position. Your eyes are open and down. The mind can be very chaotic, very crazy. Worried about this, frustrated about that, planning, remembering, going on and on and on, non-stop. It makes us sad, unsatisfied, always seeking happiness from some place in the future, or believing that happiness has already come and gone in the past. Thinking, thinking, thinking. But the purpose of meditation isn't to quiet this mind. We're not shutting our minds off. We're not ignoring our mind or pushing them away, the thoughts. We're allowing our mind to be just as it is, allowing it to be crazy, allowing it to think of this and that. Only we just pay attention to something else. Instead of clinging to thoughts, instead of following thinking, we just let it happen and move our attention to this moment. So as we begin today's practice, see if you can just take the next 2 minutes or so and just pay attention to what is, what you see, hear, feel, smell, and allowing thinking to just come and go as it pleases. Just bring your attention to this moment and notice what you notice. And I'm probably catching you thinking right now, planning something, trying to solve a problem. This is okay. This just means you started paying attention to the thoughts again, and you lost your attention of this moment. So simply return. Notice that you're lost in thought, then come back to what you notice here and now. And I'm probably catching you thinking again. A really useful tool that we use in meditation to bring our attention gently to this moment is to pay attention to something easy, something that only happens now. That is the breath. As the breath comes in, notice how the chest and the abdomen expand. And as it goes out, notice this area contract. Instead of paying attention to the content of your thoughts, instead bring your attention lightly to the sensations of breathing, wherever you feel it the most. Just notice it. Watch it go in and out. And just rest with it. Come back. Come back to the breath. Notice how it feels. as though you were watching your breath from someplace above. Somehow you are above your breath, looking down at it. Somehow you are in your head, directing attention down to the breath. See if you can let this point of view go. Instead of feeling as though you are situated in your head, bring this sensation down through the neck, into the upper chest, and down into the breath, wherever you feel it most. Don't notice your breath from someplace above. Notice your breath from the breath itself. Take up shop there. Come back. Come back to breathing. Watch the breath as the breath. And it's likely I'm catching you thinking again. contemplating, planning, remembering. But instead of returning attention to breathing, inquire, what is this thought talking to? What notices thinking? And don't answer this with more thinking. Find the answer in the same way you found the breath. Move your attention to the one that hears this voice, the one that notices thoughts. Look carefully. Wake up. What sees this thought? Find it like you found the breath. What hears this voice? What sits here? What am I? All right, you can look at the screen. Now, there's a big common point of confusion here. When I ask you to see what notices this thought, notice what sits here. What feels this? What hears this? What's looking at this screen? A lot of us want to think about it. Oh, well, it's me. Obviously, what is he talking about? It's me. It's the same way we find the breath. We just move our attention to breathing, okay? There's breathing. Now, what sees the breathing? Move your attention there. And when we do this, it's just this, there's nowhere to go. The attention can't seem to find the one that sees breathing, sees thoughts. It just, thoughts can't go there. But if you just pay attention for that moment, when you ask, what am I? What is this? You look for it, and then you can't, there's nothing there. You can't go anywhere. You can't go here. You can't go there. It's just, then just stay there. Just, what are my thoughts? That's the true purchase of meditation. Just this. What sees this? You can't, so just, you can't. What sees this right here? Look. Where can you go? Just stay. My teacher's teacher calls it, don't know mind. Just. Thank you for showing up today. Showing up for your life. I'll see you tomorrow.